Word.
What it do? This
Uh,
is Snake Cinema Podcast. That's your homeboy Prince Elias.
oh, sorry about that, y'all. I didn't even listen to the theme music till he came out. Thank you for tapping in to Snake Cinema Podcast. I'm your host, Prince Elias, and this is my co-host and savior, the prophet. Because he does help me out when I need it. Thank y'all for tapping in to another great episode today. It's going to be a fun one. I'm super excited about it. We are reviewing The Conjuring, but we also have some other stuff to talk about, some movie news, some award shows, things of that nature. But first, before we do any of that, let's do our merch shout out.
Yeah.
Start off with myself. I am repping myself, the old school Creative Reptiles logo. If you know, you know. If you've been around since day one, you know.
Let's go.
Uh, and then, of course, tinfoil fitted US art. Yeah, shout out to Post Wallone. And of course, we do have stickers on our hats. Sorry, KG. And then for the wrist, we got ENT Reptiles, Royal Caribbean Exotics, Wiz Tank Clan, and then I got so many wristbands, I had to give me a little clip. So we got Slay. We have my medical band, just in case I eat something I ain't supposed to. Glizzy Squad, Keys
Yeah.
Constrictors.
Busy
Of course,
man.
US Arc. US Arc. Let's see. Free Mom Hub got this at Pride last weekend. And yeah, so that's it for the bands. Prophet, what you got today?
I am repping for my homeboy Slade, Head Stamp Exotics. And you know your boy got the oh man, that's kind of dope. Oh shit.
Ooh, it blend
That's
in.
wild. That's wild. That's wild. But shout out to Keisha Slash Fact Reptiles. You know your boys like to coordinate. And since I'm still you can't see it, but it's there. It's floating right there. Wiz Constrictors, Wiz Tank Claim. That's my lettuce. Got my damn, I'm back a little bit. That's my mustard. This is my lettuce. Got my ketchup red line shipping for the Burger Gang. So I'm representing the homeboy Robin Red Line Shipping. Really Big Exotics. You can see I'm rocking a splashback. This is the old joint, the new joint. She's not slacking on the back. I got the old joint on, so I'm slacking on the back. But you know, I gotta go to the wrist where the Glizzy Gang is at. Shout out to my babe. She in the background holding it down. Shout out to Hope Boy, Dope Boy, Fresh, and shout out to ENT Reptiles. And I
Girl.
play the music. Yeah, twinkle twinkle bitches.
That's for sure. And that is, let's see. Now let's get to some movie news for today, which really it's just one particular thing I want to do. I want to touch on. I want to do an in memoriam for the legendary Robert Redford. He is a old school classic actor who's been around since I want to say Western films, and
Whoa, when did Rob Redford die?
this week, early this week, like Sunday or Monday or last week.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and he has a catalog. Like I said, he's been around since the old Western, so he has a catalog upon catalogs. And a lot of stuff I remember, he's one of those actors that I remember seeing their faces before I knew their names. And then I remember my first time ever seeing him was in a Twilight Zone episode. Shows that, yeah, black and white television. So, but he's also been known for Old Man and a Gun. Let's see, a bunch of classics.
The Natural.
Yeah, the natural. He's done so much. So I looked at his catalog since the 70s, the 80s, actually the 60s. Chase. Barefoot in the Park. He's done romantic comedies. He's done westerns. He's done action films. The last thing he has done,
Shit. Fucking
yeah. The last thing that he has done notably was Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
He's done Charlotte's Web. He's done a lot of stuff. If you've seen his face, you've seen him in either TV shows or a movie. He's done so much work. But
Wow.
one of his
Gold star.
biggest accomplishments outside of acting, one of his biggest accomplishments ever, was he is the creator of the Sundance Film Festival. He's the founder. He started that. And because of him, we have so many wonderful, amazing independent films, because a lot of independent films that we probably would have never gotten is because they were submitted and premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. He was shining a light to all those directors and movie makers and filmmakers who could not get into the big major five studios. A couple of podcasts back, I talked about the majors, the owners of everything Hollywood. And if you couldn't get your film in bought by one of those studios, you could submit to Sundance Film Festival, premiered it, and it can get picked up from there. A lot of great independent films that Netflix has bought, Paramount Plus has bought, or even the major studios have bought and or distributed is because they discovered these artists at Sundance. And so Robert Redford creating that Sundance Film Festival to this day, like that's a bucket list
Till this
festival.
day. Till
Yeah,
this day.
to this day, that is a bucket list festival that I want to one day go. I'm gonna have to save up some money for a couple of years because a ticket to get in is in the thousands. But
Damn.
yeah, and then and that's not including me traveling to where it is. But it's just one of those film festivals that's like, if you want to make it in movie biz and you ain't got a lot of money, you ain't got a budget, you can submit it to Sundance and it might get picked up and distributed elsewhere. So,
That's dope.
Robert Redford, you have created a legacy beyond you, and we thank you. And I hope that your estate continues with the Sundance Film. I know they will, because I know that brings in a lot of money. But thank you for your contributions as an actor and as the creator of Sundance and as an advocate for so many people, especially the creatives, and for being one of the good guys in Hollywood overall, because you ain't never heard any scandals or any bad things about Robert Redford. So shout out to you. You the legend. R.I.P. R.I.P. And he died at the age 89, and I was born 1989. So
That's dope.
a life well lived, old man, a life well lived. So rest in peace, Robert Redford. You will be missed by Hollywood. And let's go ahead and do the sponsors, thank our sponsors, and then we'll talk to these peoples in the Chizzy chats.
Let's get it.
Yes.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. LINDWRYM Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, duomoral boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Black Box Reptile Cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off. Selected Reptiles works with a wide range of genetic combos, including Hypo VPI Exantic, DG VPI Exantic, and Zebra, but where they stand out is their work with Monsoon, Monarch, Sunset, and other high-end morphs. In addition to reptiles, they produce premium feeder rodents, delivering to Florida, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. Make sure to use promo code WhiskeyBomb5 for 5% off any snake. Check them out on Wolf Market or reach out directly. From fur to feathers, Fuzzy Acres has your feeder needs covered. Whether you're looking for frozen rats, bulk rabbits, or harder to find feeders like quail and guinea pigs, they've got the stock serious keepers rely on. Visit fuzzyacres.com for clean, healthy feeders that are frozen and shipped with care. Remember to use code WhiskeyBomb10 to save 10% on any order, and as always, enjoy free shipping on all orders over $300. Grant and Mary of Rec Room Snakes have been breeding ball pythons and Woma pythons for over a decade. They're staples within the ball python realm, and most notably known for their work with the paint mutation and putting it to multiple codoms and recessives to truly unlock its potential. Please give them a follow on Morph Market to check out their incredible animals, and on Instagram to keep up with their projects.
But you, shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to my babe.
Yeah, that is DJ in the land. We appreciate everybody who support the Whiskey Bomb Network. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see. Let's talk to the people in the Chizzy Chest who was up early this morning with us. Good morning.
You know who number uno was in the building.
Yeah, Banna. Thanks for tapping in, niece. Appreciate you. Let's see.
And she throw the whiskey bombs up in there, so we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Pirate ship.
Tommy Ewok, thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you for always supporting the family. Of course, yes. Of course, we got Project Pet. Thanks for tapping in. If you're not watching his channel, he go live almost every day, if not every other day.
I'm floating, man. This shit is crazy.
I know I can't have a green screen because all you're gonna see is USR. That's all you
Numero uno is in
Bosa,
the building.
brother. Good morning, Bosa. Thanks for tapping in. And prayers to you and your family. I know that you we all know, your wife has been strong all year long. And every time you post a selfie of you two in the hospital, I love you. Prayers for you and your family. She is a soldier. We love you, and we love Mrs. Bosa, and we love the Bosa babies.
Facts.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you for always supporting us, brother, and supporting everybody. Numero uno.
Yeah. Hashtag replay game. Anybody catching the replay? Hashtag replay game. Put those whiskey bombs up in there. And don't forget to hit that like button.
Yes, and share this out.
Share it out. Yeah,
share this out because y'all do know we are live on Wiz's channel. So some people probably like last night. I actually got some messages last night saying, "Hey, where's Hair Down?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shoot, my bad." So if you're not subscribed to Wiz's channel, shame on you. Go subscribe. That's how you know, because you never know. Sometimes YouTube. We love YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, but YouTube has a habit of making new rules and not telling the creators. And so we never know when we violate something. So please make sure you subscribe to everybody in the Whiskey Bomb Network just in case we get a little timeout, a little spanking. Always tap in. So share this live out, and be in that way you're always in the know just in case we have to go live from another channel. Jamie, thanks for tapping in. Another weekend warrior. Appreciate you.
Oh yes, sir.
Thank you, Jamie.
Up there for the homie. Boom. There it is.
Appreciate you, brother.
Nice round of applause. Yep.
Even though you keep trying to convert me to hypo, it's not going to happen. But I love you, Jamie, anyway.
Speaking of Jamie, since he's here right now, if y'all, we got a link in the description. He is having a GoFundMe. He is in the danger of losing his house, and he needs our help. So anything would be appreciated.
Yes.
Description, just drop it up in there.
Yes, link in the description, and also Jamie, put it in the chats too, just in case, just to make it easier for people to click on. But yes, let's help our brother out. With one thing about this community, when one of us is going through, we try to help out the best way we can, no matter what. Even $1, just help out $5. It goes a long way. Whatever you can possibly, and if you can't, at least share it out.
Share
So
it out.
please, thank y'all. Share it out, share it out, share it out.
Sharing is caring.
Yes, we love you, Jamie,
Cost
brother.
a thing. It don't cost you a thing to
It
share.
don't cost a thing to repost, to share, you know, just in your stories on your pages. Just do the best you can, and let's help our brother out in this time of need. And sending positive vibes, Jamie. Sending positive vibes. Hope it all works out. So let's go ahead and start the show. Now, before I do the Conjuring review, a couple of award shows happened in the past a couple of weeks, a month. So much has been going on. First, the VMAs, the Video Music Awards, came on, and surprisingly, VMAs are usually on MTV, but I heard a lot of people say that it was on CBS this year. And I was like, oh, interesting. So so it's not just the BET
Yes.
Awards that's going through. It's not just the BET Awards going through it. So the fact that they had to move it to CBS and Paramount Plus, I was like, interesting. Because a lot of people that I heard talk about it was like, yeah, I saw it on CBS. That's how I knew it was on, because it
That's
wasn't on
wild.
MTV. That's crazy. That's crazy. So interesting. But this year was hosted by LL Cool J, and I think LL Cool J has hosted it for the past couple of years. Oh, there go Jamie's GoFundMe in the comments, people. So tap in, tap in. Um, and I'm not going to go through everything. There were performances by Doja Cat and Jelly Roll and Sabrina Carpenter. Those are what's considered the current or newer artists or young bloods in the music game as far as pop music and stuff goes. Um, I just want to do a couple of highlights that I enjoyed. I watched the clips. I didn't watch the show live. I watched clips online. Um, Aerosmith, Youngblood, and Neron Bennett. I hope I did not mess up your name. They did a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, who passed away a couple of weeks back, and that was a beautiful performance. I loved it. They did real good on that, and it was good to have some old school rock and roll artists team up with new school. I do like Youngblood's music. I've been listening to his music. I don't know much about him as an artist, so if he's one of those questionable artists, don't cancel me. I just know him by his music, and as far as
Yeah.
young, if it's as far as young rock music goes, Young Blood is pretty good. I really do like him. He gives me the same vibe as the rock music did back in the early 2000s and stuff. So I really like him, and I thought that tribute to Ozzy Osbourne was pretty nice. Mariah Carey won the I'm gonna keep calling it by its original name, even though MTV is on some BS. The original name of this prestigious award is the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. And Mariah Carey was honored this year with that, and so that's like the biggest honor with the MTV Awards, the Video Vanguard. So congrats! I believe previous winners were Rihanna, Janet Jackson, of course, the King of Pop, Michael, and a bunch of Missy Elliott got the Vanguard Award a couple of years back. And so now Mariah Carey has finally gotten the prestigious Video Vanguard Award. And then, of course, the Queen, Mother Monster, Lady Gaga, Artist of the Year. Grant, rightfully so, because her album that she dropped earlier this year is amazing. Still, top 5 for me overall of the year. I'm still jamming it, and she also won 3 other awards as well as Ariana Grande, who took home 4 awards. So those are just the highlights of the VMAs. And then also, as far as television go, the Emmys happened last weekend, and I'm not going to go deep into it because I'm be honest with y'all. Pause. I just thought about that. I'm
Oh.
not gonna go. I'm not gonna go throughout the entire award show. I'm just gonna give you some of my favorite highlights um, of this award, because honestly, I did not watch a lot of TV, especially because life, especially the shows that were nominated this year. I did watch two of them. Um, the biggest winner who won most of the awards was Adolescence. It's that limited series anthology on Netflix. I did watch that because it was on Netflix. I just didn't review it. And it's basically the drama, the thriller drama about the young kid who was going through trial and stuff for allegedly murdering another young kid, and it was going through adolescence, talking about, are killer kids, is it are they born with it or are they raised by it? And you got to see it's a good show. It's a very good show. If you have not seen it on Netflix, please go watch it. But it's basically like, how does a young man become who he is, violent? Is it the way he was raised? They question how the parents raised him. And the show was good because up until the very end, you would be going back and forth of, yeah, this kid did it, no, he didn't, I think he's innocent and framed, and it's just until the very end. So great show. If you have not seen it, go watch it. But that show won most of the award shows with the lead actor, the child actor. I think he's like 13 or 14. I could be wrong, but he won best actor, and he's the youngest male. Zendaya won, was the youngest female to ever win an Emmy award, and this young man, I believe his name is Lucas, he won best male actor for the role of adolescent, and he is the youngest winner ever of the Emmy Awards. And he did good. I'm not gonna lie, that child convinced me as I was watching this show. Yeah, that boy guilty. Or and then another episode, I'd be like, nah, he innocent, he ain't do it. And it's like I said, this show is good. You be going back and forth, like, I don't know what it is. But great job, well deserving. So I can't say the awards that the adolescent one was well deserving. And the other awards were won by a comedy show called The Studio. I did not see it, so I cannot tell you whether I agree or disagree.
I was my son likes that. Keith, he likes that.
Okay. So the studio won a lot of awards as well. I think they won all the comedy categories. And then there's this show called The Pit that won a lot of dramas. So those were like the top three shows that won almost everything except for a few smaller awards. And then I do want to say congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. Now this award was not televised. It was one of the Emmy Creative Awards that they'll list on their website, and they'll give the artists their awards, their trophies, but they didn't put it on TV. But Kendrick Lamar did win his second Emmy Award. What up, DJ? Royal Caribbean Exotics. He did win his second Emmy ever for the Super Bowl halftime show. And so congratulations to K Dot for that win, even though the Emmys are some BS for not televising that win. But it don't matter. He got his Emmy. So I said at this point, all he needs to do is write a song for a stage play on Broadway and get a Tony, and he will have an EGOT. He will probably be the first rapper to ever get an EGOT. Because I think he's won everything else. I could be wrong, but no, he still got to go for an Emmy. So all he got to do is like write a song for a Broadway stage play to get a Tony, and then write a song for a television show to get an Emmy, and then he will have an EGOT. So Kendrick is still killing it. So for all you people who think, oh, Kendrick Lamar is not all that good, he's overhyped, I hate to break it to y'all, but the numbers don't lie. The sold out tours don't lie, and these awards don't lie. Congratulations to K Dot, my favorite rapper of this generation. And lastly, Stephen Colbert got the standing ovation when he came out, and he's also won the award.
Too.
Yeah. So congrats, Stephen Colbert. And then this is just my favorite, and I know KG's gonna hate me, but this is my favorite moment of the entire night. Reba McEntire and Little Big Mouth did like the only few country artists I actually like came out and sang the theme song to the Golden Girls as a tribute because this is the Golden Girls 40th anniversary.
Let's
So,
go.
so that was my highlight. I watched that video. I watched that performance like 3 times already. I love it. And just hearing them singing the theme song to the Golden Girls in the stage was decorated like the Golden Girls kitchen. I was like, classic. Classic. Those ladies did a great job singing it, and I slick wanted to send that video to KG. I wanted to text it to him, but I knew he was gonna cuss me out. But yeah, so those are the highlights of the Emmy Awards. What I want to talk about. What up, Mitzi? Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you.
Ski bombs.
Yes. And then lastly, and I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to go into a rant. All I'm going to say is, and we'll start this Conjuring. The only thing I'm going to say is I've deleted and canceled my Disney Plus subscription. And the only way you'll ever get any review from me dealing with anything owned by Disney is if I watch it from the bootleg sites. If you know, you know. And I stand with Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I stand with them.
155,000%.
And I was going to go to the theaters to see Hamilton because they re-released Hamilton in theaters. Not doing it. Disney no longer is getting money from me. They've already gotten a lot of money from me because of this race that I'm doing in January, so I'm not canceling that. But after that, it might be years before they see me at a theme park. I got to put my money where my mouth is. I did it with Target. I can do it with them.
I love it. Love it.
When it comes to the Marvel stuff, when it comes to the Marvel, the Disney stuff, the Star Wars, the only way I'm reviewing and seeing that stuff is if it's on the bootleg site. So that is it. Let's go to the Conjuring. Let's go to the Conjuring. It's spooky season, y'all. Spooky season. So let's get ready.
I can't wait to see some people in person, man, to tell them how I fucking feel. Because, man, I be on Facebook and I'm looking at y'all fuckers. Man, I can't wait to see y'all in person.
Facts, big facts. So the Conjuring, this is the Last Rites, is the 4th installment of the Ed and Lorraine Warren version of the Conjuring. Now the Conjuring franchise as a whole is 10 I'm about to say 10 albums, Jesus. 10 films, 4 Conjurings, 3 Annabelles, 2 Nuns, and La Llorona. That's the Conjuring universe, the whole horror franchise universe of the Conjuring series. Now, Annabelle is hit or miss. The second one, Annabelle 2, was pretty good. I loved it, but overall, I'm not a big crazy fan of Annabelle. I'm a fan of Annabelle, the real doll, because the real doll, she's still missing. It's crazy and scary, but the movie franchise itself, that doll don't do nothing. That doll is lazy. It just sit in a rocking chair and just look at people. Don't nothing happen. But like I said, the second Annabelle film was pretty good, but it was because those child actors carried that. It wasn't because of the creature itself. And then the Nun films and La Llorona, trash. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. Trash. I hated the Nun and I hated La Llorona. But as far as the Conjuring film goes with Ed and Lorraine Warren, those are the strongest out of the entire universe. Those are the strongest films, especially the first 2. And even though the last 2 are okay at best, I still enjoy them way more than I enjoy anything else in the universe. And that's mainly because of the lead actors, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. I love them. And before I begin to review this film, I have to put a disclaimer out because this film pretty much treats the Warrens as superheroes. This is more of a fanfic. I know it says based off a true story because they're using real people's likeness, and they're using quote unquote real cases of real life people. But like I said, this is pretty much loosely based fanfic of people who actually exist. And just put this disclaimer out there because a lot of people go watch these films and they don't even research anything. And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren, the real people, and I don't care that they passed away because some reason what you did while you were alive should be erased once you pass. No, they were horrible people. Ed and Lorraine Warren were horrible people. They conned people out their money. They scammed people. And what I didn't know until this year, I didn't know Ed actually abused an underage lady who he was supposed to help exorcise and get the demons away. And his wife, Lorraine, was an accomplice in trying to silence her. They were horrible, horrible people, the real people, horrible people. And again, a lot of this information I didn't even know until this year. And I'm like, whoa. So I just want to put this out there. Regardless of how I feel about the Conjuring films, those two were evil, evil people. To the fact that Lorraine Warren was still alive when the first Conjuring came out, and come to find out that I just found out this year, she made the movie studios, the directors and them write in a contract that they could not portray them in any negative light. They had to be the good guys no matter what. So she had a lot of skeletons in her closet. He definitely had skeletons in his, and they tried to Hollywood it up away. And the fact that she, even though she died maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever, they still made money off of scamming people, pretending like they are mediums and exorcising demons out of people and saving people from these monsters, quote unquote. They were scam artists. They were abusers. They were thieves, liars, robbers. Now, with that being said, I love Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine Warren. Those two carried this franchise on their back from the beginning, for the first film, second film, third, and fourth. And if it wasn't for them, especially Vera Farmiga as Lorraine Warren, her interpretation of Lorraine Warren, I'm not gonna lie, she carried this. Vera Farmiga is one of my favorite leading ladies in anything she's in. When I see her face in anything, regardless whether it's a horror film, a drama, a comedy, whatever, I'm like, I'm watching. And her sister is the same way. Thaisa Farmiga. I love the Farmiga sisters. I support them. They are talented. Forget Nepo babies. They are talented. It's all get out. And the way they portray Ed and Lorraine Warren in this franchise, like I said, this whole series, this whole universe, make them out to be superheroes, and they played it well. Like, if you don't know the backstory of the Warrens and you just go into these movies blind, you would have thought, oh, these are some wonderful, good-hearted, kind people. Like, they were a great way of acting. And as far as this movie goes, I do their parts, the family dynamic, them trying. First of all, they tried to retire after the third film, everything that happened in the third film because the demon almost killed Ed, and so they tried to retire. But this new case in this film brought them back out of retirement to help this family that's been going through all these demons and hauntings in their house. But this time, their daughter, who was a child throughout most of the franchise, is now an adult, is helping them out. And so it becomes you have the family that is being hunted that you're following, and then you have the Warrens and their family that's here to play rescue. What up, ENT, Orlando, and Terrell? Thank y'all for tapping in.
Oh, the broskies. Yeah.
Yeah. Got y'all braces on. So
Orlando, check your fucking text message, bro. I texted you a couple days ago.
Y'all be safe on the road. Thank y'all for tapping in. So basically, you have two different families going through two different things, and you're following them separately at first before they come together, because the Warrens have to come save this family being hunted. And when you're following the Warrens, that's the strongest of this whole film, because you're dealing with Lorraine, who is struggling with trying to protect her husband from getting killed by the demons, is one particular demon who's been chasing him down specifically throughout the whole franchise. And then her daughter, who has the same clairvoyant talents as her that she's been trying to suppress this whole time. Her daughter's now trying to be like, yo, let me help y'all. Let me help you. I got this. I can see ghosts too. I can feel spirits too. Let me do what I do. I'm an adult. And Lorraine is at this tug of war of trying to be the soldier, protect her husband, protect her daughter. But eventually she just has to learn to let go, and whatever happens, let God, whatever. And then you got the family who's going through a lot of crap with these demons. They got a whole haunted house. They bought a house that's pretty much a haunted house. If you go to any haunted house in your city, where it's like jump scare after jump scare after jump scare after jump scare, this basically these folks' house. It's like, and these demons ain't playing. Without any spoilers, these demons ain't afraid to hurt a child. That's all I'm gonna say. In the way they do, I'm not gonna lie. One incident was so crazy and ridiculous that I laughed. You're not supposed to laugh, but the way this child got hurt was so hilarious. It was so slapstick, and I'm mixing the good and the bad. The good is the Warrens. The good is the acting. The good is everybody. Everybody did what they supposed to do. That's the good of this film. The issue I have with this is that y'all remember earlier, like 5 minutes ago, I said the trash movies, The Nuns and La Llorona, they were directed by this guy named Michael Chavez. The first Conjuring, and I think the second Conjuring, was directed by James Wan, who created the whole franchise. And James Wan is a very prolific, famous horror director. Why James Wan? And James Wan produced all these films. He's in charge of everything. He puts up the money and funds everything. The fact that James Wan asked the man who directed the 3 worst in the franchise to come do this one scares me. Like, it pisses me off. Like, why? Everybody, like, it's unanimous. Audience and critics agree that La Llorona was trash. Audience and critics agree. You go on Rotten Tomatoes that the Nun movies are horrible. Like, there's rarely a chance where because if you go on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, most of the time, they're clashing. Critics love it, audience hate it, or vice versa. When you got them all together saying something is trash, and you choose to keep hiring this director, you keep choosing to hire this same guy, it's like, are y'all not listening? The worst films, and the only reason why y'all always make y'all money back is because y'all make these films so cheaply. I think y'all biggest budget is paying Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. Like, I think y'all, the most money go to this franchise because the cinematography, although okay, y'all, a student film could go buy a camera from Best Buy and it still looks just like these Conjuring movies. The monsters, most of it is CGI again. They're not that inventive. They look like something that I could do if I was still a film student at the University of Memphis. And also, for when you don't use CGI, you have practical effects, like the Nun is actually a real woman with prosthetic nose and the way the makeup and stuff. Like, you're making these films very cheaply so you can get your money back and make a lot of money in the theaters. But unanimously, everybody's telling y'all that the Nun movies and La Llorona are trash, and you keep hiring Michael Chavez to come back. So the fact that you allowed him to do this film, that's where the negatives come in, because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He sucks. He's a horrible director. The only reason why there's any good in this film is because of the actors. Because even the jump scares, even the monsters, even when it gets good, like I said, the way a child got hurt in this film was comedy. It was comical. I was like, what the heck? I bust out laughing. You're not supposed to do that, especially with a little kid getting hurt by a demon in a haunted house. Oh, Dickie, thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you.
Oh, Dickie. Speaking of glizzies. What up, Dickie?
Oh yeah, I saw your post, Orlando. Y'all got new iPhones and stuff. Y'all Apple family. All that stuff. I said, Jesus.
You better be doing a review or something.
Exactly.
We got on gimbal joints.
He said, "Let me pull out my iPhone 17 Pro and gimbal." If right?
When you you better be using that shit when we do the not Game of Thrones, when we do the
House of Dragons.
the preview. That should be coming up soon. That should be coming up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it should be coming up soon. Yeah. But even that, or the Conjuring movies, especially as of late, look like you can use an iPhone Pro Max and a gimbal and make a film. Like that's what it looks like. So I just don't understand. And again, the Ed and Lorraine Warren the Conjuring movies, the 4 films, I love them more than I love anything else in the franchise. Out of 10 films, 4 films I love. But even this film, which is the weakest out of all 4, it's very frustrating because the Conjuring films, yes, you are supposed to care about the characters, and I do care about the characters, but there's only so much love for the characters that you can do. At the end of the day, this is supposed to be a horror film about demonic possessions. What made the first 2 Conjuring so good and so memorable was those demons, like the red one, the red man that looks like Darth Maul in the face, look like a bootleg version of Darth Maul. He was freaking scary. The Nun, as much as the Nun movie sucked, the Nun in The Conjuring, I think her name is Valak. The name of the demon is Valak. That made The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 so scary. The iconic, you looking at a picture of a nun, and then all of a sudden the nun's body and hand comes out holding the picture frame and jumping it. Like, it was so many memorable moments. The moments in the first Conjuring where the woman is in the basement and the lights go out and she light a candle and all you got was a right behind her. That was memorable moments, memorable scares. The monsters, the demons, that's what The Conjuring is about. Not this whole love story of 2 demonologists that's trying to protect their family and save. Like, nobody gives crap about that. Like, yes, again, I'm gonna keep praising Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga for their portrayals of Ed and Lorraine Warren. But at the end of the day, nobody really cares about Ed and Lorraine Warren. We're going to the Conjuring movies to see the demons mess something up and do their things and scare people. We're going to these movies to get scared. And when you turn this franchise, this horror franchise, into a family drama and you're not giving us enough scares, like the biggest scares and the most jump scares come in like the final 20 minutes given of the movie. So I'm watching, well, at least it feels like it. It could be more than 20 minutes, but it feels like it. I could be, and this is a 2-hour movie. This is a 2-hour movie. And it feels like I only got 20 minutes of jump scares. And again, one of the biggest jump scares had me laughing. That's not like Michael Chavez, and I'm going to keep blaming him. Michael Chavez should not have been given this film to direct. He does not know what he's doing. He sucks. I'm starting to put him on my list with Tyler Perry and Adam Sandler. Like, I'm so sick of him. He's messing up the franchise, and they keep hiring him. James Wan, if you want, and they're claiming, they're marketing this as the last film. They're marketing this as the final Conjuring. They're marketing this as, oh, this is the 10th film in the universe. Ed and Lorraine Warren, this is a send-off. It might be a send-off, but they're also, first of all, any studio that tells you this is the last film is lying. Because they're going to make more. We're probably going to see another Annabelle, especially since the real Annabelle is still missing and the owner is dead. And the comedian bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. And the doll is still missing. Oh, and she burned down the plantation while she was on tour. Like, they're going to keep making films. They're going to keep making Annabelle films as long as Annabelle's still out doing stuff in real life. Like, this ain't the last Conjuring film. And they set up the end of the movie to where pretty much the daughter is going to be the new demonologist. She finally embraced her powers. She finally can exorcise the demons. So this might be Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson's last film, maybe, give or take. They might bring them back for a glorified cameo. But this ain't the last one. So stop lying to us and marketing this as the final film, the last rites. No, it's not. Because Ed and Lorraine Warren was still going around conning people and taking advantage of people with mental illness and taking advantage of people with paranoid schizophrenia and taking advantage of people who were just victims of whatever going on and saying, oh, yes, you have demons in your house and we're going to exorcise them and we're going to write a book and we're going to write a book and we're going to make all this money and yada, yada, yada. And, oh, and we're going to abuse your child, but don't say nothing. Like they were still doing it up until Lorraine died last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember. It was recent. She was still alive for the first 200s. Like, I'm just sick of it. This movie, even though I had some enjoyment out of it, it was definitely the weaker out of the four. And to me, this was not a way to go out for Ed and Lorraine Warren's characters, for the story. Again, it was more family drama than it was a horror film. And it's just... It's crazy. It's weird. It was bad. It was bad. And it was frustrating. And I just wish that James Wan and the studios would stop hiring Michael Chavez. I wish they would just let him go. If James Wan doesn't want to do these movies anymore, then just close the franchise as a whole. Don't keep hiring bare basic, horrible filmmakers to direct these films, because the first two were so strong. The first two were so amazing that this could have been... I mean, the Conjuring franchise is a legendary franchise because Universal Studios now uses their likeness in their theme parks every Halloween for Halloween Horror Nights. Like, so many people for Halloween dress as Valak and dress as the Red Man, because I can't remember that demon's name, and dress as Annabelle every year for Halloween. Like, these are iconic characters now. These are now going to go in history as legends. But I hate that the more movies they make, the worse it's getting. And it's going out bad to where it's just guilty pleasures at this point. It went from being a great franchise, starting off as a great franchise, to now just being a guilty pleasure and something that you shamefully be like, yeah, I kind of like that movie. Like, it's gotten that bad. And it's about to reach the territory of so bad it's good, and to the point to where it's just plain bad and trash. So yeah, what do I rate this movie? The Conjuring: The Last Rites. It was okay. I love the actors. Like I said, the cinematography, it could be hit or miss.
Brandon.
The demons. What up, Brandon? Thanks for tapping in. The demons, they alright. They did bring back some old school demons from the Conjuring franchise. They did bring back a couple of fan favorites, but the newer demons that they introduced, they alright. Like, they don't scare me at all. Like, if I go to a haunted house and see the one that was hunting the Warrens, I'm like, get out of my face. Like, move. I'll push that actor out of my head. Like, get out of my face. Like, you're not scary. I give this a 5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Conjuring Last Rites, 5 out of 10. I honestly wish if they stopped at Devil Made Me Do It, if they just ended it there and just had this be a trilogy, I would have been okay. I would have been like, yo, hats off, great run, great Conjuring universe. They just had to keep going. And Last Rites, I really hope it is the Last Rites, but I know movies franchises, they lie to us. It's not gonna be the last. We're gonna see another Conjuring, probably with just the daughter as the lead, and you might get a one cameo scene of Vera Farmiga talking to her like, "Yeah, you should probably do this to exorcise the demon." Then she going about her way, get her paycheck for the day, going about her way. Like, this is so predictable of movie studios to the fact that I know what's gonna happen the next movie that comes out. I already know. Like, that's another insult that this franchise has gotten so predictable. Everything from the jump scares to the demons. If you're doing the scene and you're lingering on a picture, or you're lingering on a piece of clothing in a corner for too long, I know the jump scare is coming before it comes. If someone's in the kitchen and they're going into a cabinet to get a cup or a plate, I automatically know the pet cat is about to jump out and I already know. If someone's in the kitchen, open the refrigerator door. I already know when they close it, someone in the family is gonna be right there by the fridge and it's supposed to scare you. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't hear you coming in. Like, it's becoming so predictable that I could write these films. It's so predictable that ChatGPT could write these films. The next film is probably gonna be written by ChatGPT. I call it. It's gonna be written by ChatGPT. It ain't gonna be no real screenwriter. Like, it's bad. 5 out of 10. If you want to see The Last Rites, don't go see it in theaters. Wait till it come on streaming, or there's 50 bootleg sites online. Go find one of them. It's not worth the theaters. I wouldn't even ask the sponsors to sponsor me a movie ticket for this movie. It ain't worth it. Just find it on the streams when they come. It's alright. If you love the Conjuring franchise and you want to watch from beginning to end, because the Conjuring do have a timeline. They do have a timeline like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because and let me see, I saw it online. Let me pull it up right quick. In order, Conjuring franchise in order. And if you're one of those movie buffs and you want to watch it in order, then sure, but don't go to the theaters. Don't. It sucks. So yeah, in order. If you have seen all the Conjuring movies, then this is the order based off the timeline. You have to go watch The Nun first, The Nun 2, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle, then The Conjuring. So out of all 10 movies, you're not going to reach The Conjuring to number 5 if you watch it in chronological order. And then Annabelle Comes Home. And then The Curse of La Llorona. I really highly recommend you don't even watch that. You just skip that. It sucks. And it's an insult to the whole La Llorona mythos, because La Llorona is based off a real legend in Hispanic culture. Then The Conjuring 2, then The Conjuring Made Me Do It, and then The Conjuring Last Rites. So that's the chronological order if you wanted to watch the entire 10 movie franchise.
10.
Yeah, but I would say proceed with caution, because some of those movies, especially the first two, sucked. The first two in the franchise, which is based off chronological order, which is The Nun and The Nun 2. So if you can get through that, then sure, go ahead and be like Marvel Cinematic Universe and watch it in that order. But I would say don't just watch the first 2 Conjurings and just leave it at that. Or watch the third one, The Devil Made Me Do It, and then stop at that. Watch the first 3 and stop at that. So yeah, that is my review of The Conjuring Last Rites.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I'm reading this sign in the back.
Brandon, thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tapping in. Let's see. Let's do some housekeeping news before we dip out. First of all, drum roll.
Drum roll. What? You don't gotta do that, homie.
Oh yeah, you got. Whiskey Bum Network has a brand new show. Beep, 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 beep. And it's coming on right after this. It is called Way After the Buzzer.
Way after the buzzer. Because you know we're normally a little bit late, so it's gonna be way after the buzzer goes off.
It is a sports show. Prophet and Wiz finally did it after talking about it for what, 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
So yeah,
And
319. Thanks for tapping in. If you missed the early in the show, hit that replay.
We're gonna start at 12 o'clock though. So I still got as soon as I'm gonna mess with these rodents a little bit. And
Mhm.
12 o'clock, it's me, Wiz, and David Levinson. He's actually vending a show, so he's gonna be popping in and out. I told him he don't gotta like participate, but he still wants to participate. But he's gonna be at the show, the All American Plant Expo.
Nice. So tap into that later on this afternoon, y'all. It's gonna be, especially if you like sports fanatics. So yeah, and then also next weekend, I have another
Oh, sorry,
5K.
tomorrow we got Winnie
Oh
City
yeah.
Breeding for the Future. Check it
Oh
for
yeah. Wendy, Cindy, Juanito, Breeding for the Future. Oh, and we also got Father Don show, and we have
Moss, we're gonna we gotta pick up the slack for the past 2 weeks. Last week, I didn't do the show for Fred and AJ because Fred was at a wedding and I didn't have access to his races because the way he does races, he can have 1,000 people on screen at the time. I can't
oh
do
okay,
that, and he didn't know his passcode or something, so he couldn't we couldn't do it.
gotcha.
So he's gonna do extra races, extra gifts, extra prizes tomorrow. So make sure y'all tap
Nice.
in.
So please tap in. Tap in the Father Don show, tap into Fred and AJ show, and tap into Breeding for the Future tomorrow. Also tonight, I almost forgot, tonight, we on this channel, Sophisticated Ignorance. Yeah. Sorry, my light went out just as I was talking. Sophisticated Ignorance podcast. So tap in and hang out with us. And of course, next week, I'm running a 5K. So either Prophet and Wiz is going to take over, or I will come later on. And if I do happen to come later on in the day to review, I'm going to do some music because Cardi B just dropped. Miley Cyrus just dropped. 21 Pilots just dropped. So I have something in the docket for that for next week. But just don't be alarmed, y'all, because I know y'all used to waking up every Saturday morning, tap into us. Don't be alarmed if we don't go live tomorrow morning. We'll come later on after my race. And I will review that for y'all. And then Epic. Also next week, the 27th. Epic conference, the exotic pet industry conference goes live.
I got this for you, Brody. I got this for
Okay.
you.
We got advertisement.
Let me go into.
Epic is back, bringing you experts in snakes, geckos, frogs, and spiders, and more of your favorite content creators. This exotic pet conference is free, and it's all online. Emily from Snake Discovery will be delivering our keynote address. You won't want to miss this event. Mark your calendars for September 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern. With 17 sessions across 4 tracks, Epic is the largest, most comprehensive event of its kind. Visit epic.live to see the schedule, our guest list, and more details. See you there.
Yeah, and you don't have to register. You do not have to register. Just go to epic.live. And also, they do have a YouTube channel. Greg did post that. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to that. And because it's not going to be live on YouTube, but he's going to start releasing the videos, the sessions later on YouTube for people who catch the replay or whatever. So go ahead and subscribe to that just in case you
You
missed
can
the
catch the
live
old
session.
ones right
Yeah.
now on YouTube. So if
Okay.
you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
catch
Yeah.
me and Wiz, I'm gonna put the link into the descriptions right now. I
Yeah.
can check that out.
What up, Vinny? Thanks for tapping in. Yes, please catch the replay. And if you guys missed my vlog I premiered yesterday, I got a special gift from Vinny. And so, yeah, tap in. If you missed my vlog yesterday on my channel, Creative Reptiles, go tap in and watch that. I got a special gift from Vinny, and I showed him off now that he has shed his skin. So thank you, Vinny. I appreciate you. But yeah, so Epic Live conference is back, and
Boom.
please let's support. Let's
That's the
support. We
link
got
in
some
the
hidden
Chizzy chat
hitters.
right now. Oh, we got the homie Fred in the building. So that's a weekend
Yes.
warrior. Let me
What
see
up,
if
Fred?
you can find your joint. Is this one? Yep, there he goes. Let's give this man a nice round of applause, please. Thank you so much for the support, Brody.
Shout out to Fred and AJ, Whiskey
Yep.
Bum Network, Family Lamb.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm sure.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm sure
Oh,
AJ's listen. I'm sure AJ's listening. So let's
yeah.
give AJ a nice little round of applause too.
And also appreciate you, Missy, for also putting the YouTube channel in the chat. Appreciate you for Epic. Thank
Yeah,
y'all.
I
Thank y'all.
did too.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all both. And let's see. Lastly, October is coming up, and I will let y'all know right now. The month of October, I'm doing original versus remakes. So the first weekend in October,
Lights got
I
Pete on.
oh yeah, Jamie watched the vlog. I did. I almost got feed on by Vinny's snake that he sent me. Yep.
Oh, the cat.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Okay, I got you. I
Oh,
told you
Vinny
to
in the
put me
building.
down."
Oh man, I'm missing out on. I heard you talking to him. Like I heard talking Vinny what it do
Yeah.
and rock. Let me see. I can trying to blow everybody's spitties up. Boom. Let's get this man a nice round of
Yeah,
applause,
oh
please.
yeah.
Thank you so much. I
And
understand you're a Jersey boy. You just waking up.
and I'm gonna let you know right now, Vinny, if you did not watch that vlog yet, I do apologize. I had to edit that video. I rarely edit my videos. I just let it fly. I had to edit my video because I accidentally said that you were known for Ultra Male. And I had to edit that out. I had to cut that out. I was like, no, it's Monarch. It's Monarch. So please charge it to my head, not my heart. That was the only time where I had to cut something out in the video. Because I was like, nope, that ain't it. That ain't it. But yeah, but it was funny though. I was like, dang, I really have to go cut something out of the
He
video.
said I paid you for that.
No.
Yeah. Right. Hold on. Hold on.
The thing about it is when I make vlogs, I freestyle it. I don't write a script, which is it
Yeah,
could
let's
be
give them in. MVP.
The issue is when I write when I do record my vlogs, I just freestyle it. I don't write a script. I should start doing it now that I made that mistake. And so when I was saying, yo, check out Vinny, he's known for this, known for that. Ultramel came out, my bad. I'm sorry. I was like, nope, that ain't it. Oh man, that shows. I need ChatGPT to write my scripts for me on my YouTube. But anywho, last thing, the month of October, I will be doing horror originals versus remakes. So it's not technically gonna be reviews. They are gonna be reviews, but not technically. It's just me giving my input of the original films versus the remakes and the histories and stuff like that. So the first weekend in October will be The Exorcist, because there was something that one of our lovely listeners had requested, and then I have Texas Chainsaw, Nightmare on Elm Street, and The Twilight Zone also on the docket. Of course, things might be added later on or changed later on, but don't fret. Oh, Dawn of the Dead, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And to be honest, because these aren't going to be full blown reviews, I can probably do two in per episode. Honestly,
Yeah.
um,
You should do Anaconda before the new Anaconda joint come out. 'Cause, yo, that shit look like it's gonna
man,
be
yeah, I saw that.
funny.
Yeah, when you posted that trailer, I said, "Oh shoot, yeah,
Bruh, I was
that
like,
looks like
yo,
it's gonna be good."
that shit gonna be funny.
That is, that is. I can't wait to see that. But don't fret for all you people who want to hear about latest movies. Don't fret. Um, I will be coming back after October to review him. And again,
Marlon Wayans.
him is not written or directed by Jordan Peele. It's in his production company. It's produced by Jordan Peele. So I know that they've been throwing his name out there, but let's give the director his respect who
Yeah,
actually written and directed it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so please just know that it wasn't written and directed by Jordan Peele. Halloween, that's
Sean
another one. Yep.
O'Connor with the whiskey bombs.
The Halloween
Appreciate you.
franchise. What up, Sean O'Connor? Thanks for tapping in. Also, I got to do Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest with Denzel Washington. There's a Stephen King movie that just came
Did you
out.
watch the whole thing yet?
Not yet, just part
Oh,
of it. I didn't finish it. I got to
oh yeah.
finish it.
I tried watching it too.
Yeah.
I attempted to watch it. It was hard. I had to stop. Like, man, I can't do this. I can't put myself through
Yeah.
this.
Let's not spoil what we think about it already before we even for the episode. Let's see. A Stephen King book has been adapted to a film called The Long Walk. Now that looked good,
That
and
looked good.
that looked
Yeah,
good. So
that
I
looked
will
good.
be reviewing that as well. The Rock has a wrestling movie coming out called The Smashing Machine. I can't wait to see
Oh
that.
yeah, when does that start? Welcome to Dairy.
Oh
When the
yeah, the
hell?
TV
When the
Welcome
hell
to
are they
Duty.
gonna finish the fucking the little kids? The little kids that are
Exactly.
grown ass men now.
Oh,
And gonna go.
you talking about Stranger Things? I don't think that. Look, the
They
kids.
can't. They can't
Look,
now. It's
Millie Bobby
impossible.
Brown is a mother now.
It's
She's a mother
impossible.
now.
It's
She just announced that she
impossible.
adopted a baby. Like
Oh my god.
we ain't gonna never get that final Stranger Things. And then also there has been a documentary that went viral, and it has been spoiled for me before I watched it, but I still want to talk about it, and that is Unknown Number, the high school catfish. I gotta talk about
I
that.
believe it.
So those are reviews that are gonna be coming up in November because October is strictly Halloween. Halloween is gonna be originals versus remakes. So I just want to let y'all know that the recent films will be coming soon. They just not gonna be right away. But I do have it on my list. I will be watching it and I will be talking about it. Doggone it. Okay, lights. I guess that's my cue that it's time to end. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in to Snake Cinema Podcast. We will see y'all later on this afternoon for the new sports show and this evening for Keys is Sophisticated Ignorance. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Please replay gang. Watch the replay. Like, comment, subscribe. I love all y'all in the chats. I love replay gang. I love everybody. I appreciate y'all. Please support Jamie's GoFundMe. He just posted it again in the comments, so please support him, and I appreciate everybody. Coach, thanks for tapping in. Hit that replay gang. And let's see, Elias, you got to review Autopsy of Jane. Okay, let me put that down too. I told you I love suggestions, so let me write that down. I have seen the movie before, but I gotta watch it again because I can't remember.
Hey, coach, tap in an hour. We're gonna be starting our sports show. Then we can tell you how
Yeah.
we're doing. But we're about to
Yeah,
end
yeah,
this
yeah,
show
yeah. So
now.
we about to end it. So so Prophet can go clean his rodents, and I can go back to sleep. Love y'all.
Love y'all. We'll see y'all in
Peace
45
out.
minutes.
Call
your
your
mother.
mothers, and get up off our phones until this afternoon.
Yeah, 45 minutes, man. We'll be back.
45 minutes.